Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make lasagna because I'm making it all in a skillet. You get all the classic wonderful flavors of lasagna without any work. And the best part, it's ready in just 30 minutes. I love lasagna, but I hate all the work it requires when making it at home. Thankfully, I learned how to make it in a skillet and it's amazing. First up, you need a little onion. For this recipe, we're going to use 1/4 of an onion. White or yellow will work. I'm using yellow today. As always, this recipe is linked in the description below, friends, as well as more of our favorite one-pot recipes, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you save the rest of your onion for future recipes. I just keep it in a bag in the refrigerator. And if you've been following us for a while, you know we are cheaters and we love our veggie chopper. Perfectly chopped onions every single time. Heat a tablespoon of oil in a large deep skillet over medium-high heat. Add in 1 pound ground beef. I'm using lean just so there's not a lot of grease. Then add in those diced onions. I love to use my meat chopper anytime I'm cooking up ground beef to break up the beef, but I'm still going to recommend that you break it up into an even layer and let it set to get nice and brown. You're going to be real tempted to just keep tossing it around, but it's going to have more flavor if you let it sit and brown for a bit. Okay, so see how it's getting nice and brown and you can see it around the pink edges? That's what you want to come in and toss it and break it up. And you'll get like that char on the ground beef. It's going to add a lot of flavor to your lasagna. Now we're going to add in the seasoning. Start with a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm using pre-minced garlic. If you want to mince your own, I recommend mincing about 3 cloves. Season with 2 teaspoons salt. I almost said tablespoons. Whoops. Teaspoons on the salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then 1 tablespoon Italian seasoning mix. Now this is a store-bought mix, but if you don't have it available in your area, I'm going to link a homemade recipe in the description below. Stir to combine all the ingredients and then get off any brown bits at the bottom of the pan if you have any. Now is the time when you'll want to check the grease level in your pan. If the ground beef you used was excessively greasy, you want to drain it off. Mine is not leaving any grease, so that's great. I don't have to drain that off. So we are ready for the sauce. Add in 2 cups water. If you had any stubborn brown spots on the skillet, this is a great time to deglaze it with the water. That's what we call it, deglaze it. Just use water to loosen them from the skillet and get them up into that mixture. Add in 2 cans crushed tomatoes. These cans are 15 ounces each, so 30 ounce total. Now we're gonna add in our lasagna noodles. I'm using 8 ounce, just classic lasagna noodles, not the oven ready. These are the raw ones. But to get them to mix in, we're going to break them up into bite-sized pieces. Ooh, that one kind of flew a little bit. Break the noodles over the pan, so if you have any pieces that break off, it just falls right into the pan. Have fun with this. If you have kids in the kitchen, this is a great job for them to do. They can always do it over a bowl and then stir it in to be safe. You do you. Good way to get out your aggression too. Now I always use lasagna noodles because it's a skillet lasagna, but you can use other noodles if you prefer. Rotini, penne, all of that would work great in this recipe. Stir to combine all these ingredients. Make sure the heat is back up to high, and we're gonna bring this just to a boil. Once it starts boiling, cover your pan, turn the heat down to low, and we're gonna let this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until those noodles are cooked through. So it's been about 15 minutes, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like. The sauce is still pretty thin. The noodles are getting tender, but I want them just a little bit more tender, so I'm gonna let this cook for a few more minutes. Now, if you're not sure, you can even pull a noodle out and let it cool and taste test it. While the noodles are cooking, shred about 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. Sorry, I get told I'm not the best at shredding. We like to shred our own just because it melts more creamier and smoother, but you do you. You just need about 1 cup. We let them cook for about 3 more minutes and the noodles are perfect. And you see how it's saucy but not like a soupy texture. That's how you know that it's good and ready. It looks and smells amazing. Now just top it with that shredded mozzarella cheese right on top. And we're gonna cover and just let that melt. Once that cheese is melted, it's ready to serve. So I already know what you're thinking. Don't worry. You're like, this isn't lasagna because there's no ricotta cheese. I got you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So all of our recipes are family friendly, and in our experience, a lot of kids just don't like ricotta cheese. So we leave it out, and then when we serve, we put a little dollop on top. But if your entire family loves ricotta cheese, go ahead and put dollops right into the mixture when you add the cheese. For me, I just like a little bit on top. Let me know in the comments below. Do you love ricotta cheese or do you hate it? Curious to see what you guys think. You can also top with fresh grated Parmesan cheese and a little parsley as well. All right, guys, I cannot wait any longer. It's time for my favorite part, the taste testing. It tastes just like lasagna. And guess what? This is the only pan that needs to be washed. If you love easy dinners, I know you are gonna love this next video.